My mom is gone, my brother is also gone, and my father is not back yet. So I thought it's the perfect time to make a video for me. Oh, for you guys. For me, the perfect time, for you, the video. Yeah. Hey guys. Well, even though it is almost 2 weeks ago, B.A.P made a concert in Germany, in Frankfurt. And I was at the concert with my best friend. And I originally planned to do the video way earlier. I also filmed an intro, but the camera had other settings, so it wouldn't work out that well, if you know what I mean. And I almost made the same mistake this time, but somehow I looked first. It's way better, I learned now. So yeah, I explained in my first intro, which you will probably never see, that I just want to make a short review video, or yeah, almost like a vlog. It should be a vlog, but I guess it's too late now. I mean, 2 weeks delay, so... And I thought I make it like a story, and then what I film from the concert. I will now show you the time where you can skip to if you don't want to listen to my story, which is a story. My friend was here at my place, and we were looking at, I don't know, I think just some videos, and my friend next to it on Instagram, and I think she saw a picture which says B.A.P is going to make a world tour again. We were really hyped about it, and we thought we have to attend it, and I was on the other 2 concerts as well. She just on the concert last year, and she really liked it. I of course also liked it, and we thought it would be a good chance to see them again and have fun together. We were waiting for some informations, which locations will it be, the dates and prices, everything. And luckily at that time I didn't have to do any exams, because I am going to graduate from school this year, hopefully. I wouldn't have any problems to attend the concert, but my friend had another situation, but she was able to write her exam a day before the concert, so it was quite fun. When the day came, when the location sold the tickets, we were sitting in front of my computer like really crazy fans, and I'm not sure if it also was the same scheme for the US dates, but we had to wait. We could click the tickets which we wanted, and then we had to wait. So yeah, I'm not sure how many tabs we opened, but it was at least 18. We were just like, we need it! I did it on my computer, my friend on her phone, and we just wanted to get those damn tickets. And there were 5 categories, I guess. Diamond, gold, silver, crazy party, front row, and the sitting. And the diamond, 300 euros. Well, but they could do a photo with them. Next time. My friend and I decided to get the crazy party front row. The crazy party ticket, because it was the one we could afford, and we would be standing in the front area, so we both already said we wanted to stay, because we we wanted to stay of course, but stand, because on my first concert I was sitting. Of course I was also really hyped. It was my first concert in my life, and so I really loved it. But the first time I was standing, it had a totally different feeling. It was much better. Yeah, we decided to get the crazy party ticket because it was also the one we could afford. We don't have rich parents. We don't have a job. Of course, for me, I don't have a mini job or anything like that because I had to learn for my exams, and I think in that moment the exams were a little bit wichtiger, important. So I think the exams were a little bit more important for me than having a mini job and get the diamond ticket. My friend had a kind of similar situation. I'm not going to tell too much about her situation because I don't know if I can just tell how she's living, so I'm not going to do that. We waited and waited, and we were really crazy. We bought the ticket from my computer. My parents helped out, and yeah, we gave them later on the money they spent for us, and yeah, we had the ticket. My mother was able to print them for us at her working place, so a day later I had our tickets, and yeah, that's how we got the tickets, and I think it was in March. Yeah, it must be in March, about that time. Then we just had to wait the full April long, and we already knew from Instagram and the other concerts that the member had a dress code, and that they gonna pick one baby up on the stage and talk with her or him a little bit. We tried to look up what the dress code for Germany would be, and we were already joking that they won't do that in Germany because we are the innocent country, because years ago on the concerts they would rip off their shirts, and our concerts they would always wear a suit, almost like winter jacket or things like that. I personally wouldn't have been surprised if they didn't have a dress code for Germany, but my hope didn't give up. Then my friend sent me a picture where the dress code was standing, and I guess it was for Jungkook. It was hip-hop, for Himchan special or sexy. For Daehyun it was the roses. For Youngjae it was girl crush or girlfriend or girl next door theme kind of thing, I guess. Jungkook was at our concert. It was a retro, which was also really cool. And Jello had casual, but some came in Matuki still, but I think it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure if I now show you a picture of my outfit, but if yes, you will see this clip. And now the picture, and maybe you can guess which dress code I choose to be, even though it's not my style in any kind of way possible. I had fun. And now came the very big question: how are we going to get to Frankfurt? We didn't talk about it because exams. I think a week before the concert we started to talk about it, what we should do how we should get there and where we should stay. And hi! Just in the middle of talking. It's always so uncomfortable to talk when the parents are at home. Do you know that feeling? So my father is now in the garden, I guess, I hope. And I forgot where I was right now, my story. I will just continue, and if there's anything to add right now, I will just now show it to you with a text, I guess. My friend and I were thinking that we should go to Frankfurt by train, and then later on go back home with a train and maybe sleep there for one night. The costs were pretty high. One drive with the train would cost up to 50 euros about one way, and then there would be the night in the hotel, motel or anything, which also would be about 30 to 40 euros, and then again 50 euros back home. It was pretty high. It would have cost over 100 euros, and it was really a lot of money. We knew we could not afford that much money, and we were thinking and thinking, and then there was another problem. One person didn't want us to have a night drive with the train, but it was the only solution for us. It was coming at night, stay there and get a number, and after the concert go to a hotel and sleep there and then go back home. Or we will come a day earlier, sleep there, and then after the concert going home. And we are living 5 hours driving with the car away from Frankfurt. So it wasn't just a small thing to do. The person was afraid because we are young looking women, and in the night in a train it can be really scary, especially in my region, because it's bad. Yeah, it's dangerous for us, and we also don't really look like we could, you know. It was another problem, and 2 nights at a hotel, that will cost up to 200 euros, and we were going mad. We thought we needed a break a little bit, and I suggested to talk to my mom if she knows someone in Frankfurt where we could stay, because it would help us a lot. And yeah, I went to her, told her about our problem, and yeah, we don't have any friends in Frankfurt. My sister doesn't have any there neither, and we were going crazy. Can you hear the frogs? I'm sorry if you hear the frogs. I was talking to my mom, and she had no clue, and she walked with me to my father, and yeah, we were talking, and we had no idea, and it was too much money. So my father then came to the conclusion that my mother and he, they still had to bring something to my sister who is studying in South Germany, and Frankfurt would be on their way down there. So they started to think about taking us to the hotel in Frankfurt, leave us there, and then continue driving to Frankfurt. Continue driving to my sister, and later come back and pick us up again with my sister and drive back home. And it will save us 120 euros. Yeah, about 120 euros. I started to grin and be happy. I talked or typed better. I typed to my friend that my parents had a solution, and we were going so crazy. The plan was settled, and my friend and I then started to look for a hotel where we could stay, and we found one. I think I'm now going to show you some clips which I made after my parents left the hotel. It was a small room, and my friend and I shared the big bed. The big bed. And yeah, my friend and I shared one room because we can. And yeah, it was a pretty small room. We also read some reviews about the hotel, and we shouldn't have done that because sure, there are some who say it was awesome, some say it was so loud and noisy and disgusting, but to be honest, we paid 40 euros each, and it was totally good. We didn't stay in a 50 stars hotel, but it was good. Everything was settled, and we picked up my friend at 2 p.m. and yeah, she was standing with them in the night, and we picked just her. We drove for about 3 hours and then had a small toilet time. Then we continued driving to Frankfurt, and my friend really wanted to see the skyscrapers, and I've never seen one before, not even in Berlin. We looked up in the internet, and we saw that 12 of the 14 skyscrapers of Germany are in Frankfurt. Also the second highest and the third highest, of course. Yeah, and she really wanted to see them and take some pictures. I didn't mind, and yeah, we went there the next day, and maybe I will show you now some pictures which I made. Yeah, we were in the hotel, we slept there for one night. I couldn't sleep for some reasons. And the next morning we had a really small breakfast because we were waking up too late, and we had to get bus and be at the Jahrhunderthalle at 8 a.m. because we wanted to have a dump number. We got dressed and blah blah blah, and we walked to the subway station, which we didn't saw first because it was underground, and we thought, why is a subway underground and not overground? Can I say that, overground? We are both not used to any kind of subway, just bus and train, nothing else. So We had to search for the subway first, and we still got it, and it was overwhelming because we are not from a big city, but we made it. We got off the subway and got into a bus because we saw 2 other babies in there, and we thought they will know where we have to go and just walked behind them. Sorry. We were at the Jahrhunderthalle. I'm not sure if I have any photos of that now, but there were 5 different lines, and the one line was so long, and we thought, that's probably the crazy party ticket, because a lot of babies could afford the not smaller ticket, but the less expensive ticket. We were walking and looking and asking, hey, are you the crazy party ticket? But we had to go to the smallest line, and guess which line was the biggest one? I was going so mad. I really didn't thought that so many babies would get the diamond ticket. That was the longest line. They would stand in front of us. The golden would stand in front of us, and the silver, and of course the crazy party ticket babies who were in front of our line. And I am 1.60 meters. I didn't have any high heels because of my shoes. At the Jahrhunderthalle I didn't really thought about that problem yet. We were standing there and we got our numbers. My friend was 31, I was 32, and we also had a mark. After that we had about 2 hours free time until the next checkup would start, and we decided to go to the skyscrapers, and we were walking there, and it was really near by the hotel where we were at. And we also decided to eat something, then go back to the Jahrhunderthalle, another checkup, then go somewhere else again, Jahrhunderthalle, checkup. And I think after the second checkup or so, we decided to just stay at the Jahrhunderthalle, even though it was 2.5 hours for the next checkup. We were standing there, and some babies told us that Himchan was walking along the window, and that the babies started to become so crazy. And Himchan is the bias of my best friend, and sorry, it was just fun because yeah, we thought nothing will happen there until the concert, so I suggested to go around, and then her bias was walking by the window. Sorry. So after some hours, we were sitting on the ground, waiting and waiting. All the other babies already came and were standing in their line, and I was playing some games on my cell phone, and yeah, we were waiting, and then the diamond ticket was able to enter the hall, and yeah, we were a little bit hyped. I don't know why, but I was still calm, and the minutes flew by. 5, 10, and that was a really bad joke, I know. And we could enter the hall now. And it was really crazy because when we went in, all the babies came in front of us, and they were all like, voila! Voila!
Hier?
really fun. My friend and I then went up the stairs. I had to go around. It was strange somehow. And then we were at the stage, and there I started to become more and more excited, and that was also the moment where I realized I am just 1.60 meters. We were waiting, and it was 10 minutes before 8 p.m. and I was looking at my phone and told my friends, hey, 10 minutes to go, 10 minutes, then they will come. But at that moment, we were standing right under the loudspeaker of the stage, and there was such a loud blast. And we were frightened for our life. There was a DJ first, B.A.P. He was making some music, somehow American music, but we still enjoyed it and it was really fun. That was the opening for 10 minutes, and then B.A.P. came. And we had a lot of fun, and I could show you now some clips, but I'm first going to show you some other stuff. Talk to you, not show. Concert went on and we had a lot of fun. What I personally really liked was, of course, One Shot. I love One Shot. It was the kick of my life. At the first concert, they performed a song where they first put out some dancers with horse mask, white horse mask, and they showed us some moves for the chorus, and I really loved it at the first concert. And when they started to do it again, I was just like, oh. It was a good concert after all, and after the concert my parents and my sister were standing in front of the hall, and we drove back home and lived our life. That was our story, how we got to the concert and everything. And now I'm just going to show you some clips which I made and my friend. Enjoy! If you feel
저희가 콘서트 안에 저희가 또 이제 여러분들 위해 작은 이벤트, 여러분들만을 위한 특별 이벤트를 또 준비했습니다. 시작하기 전에 이벤트를 도와주실 분 소개시켜드리겠습니다. 그럼 제가 오늘 남자친구가 되어드릴까요? Thank you! So now I'm your boyfriend, right?
스타 가세요.
잠시만요.
아니면 왜 그죠?
그럼 이제 오늘 이벤트를 못했으니까 제가 선물을 드릴 건데.
먼저 하진 멘트.
서럽게 쳐다보네 아슬한 느낌이 꾼 너의 그게 뭔지 난 널 미친 듯 고리해
So the day came when they would sell the tickets for Germany. 따다다다.